It is impossible to pinpoint the world's oldest country with absolute accuracy. Instead, we can get a rough idea of some of the oldest countries in the world by studying their history. Today, in no particular order, we are looking at some of the world's oldest countries and revealing some surprising facts you may not know about them. Welcome to Wisdom Dots, the place where we connect the dots to make wiser decisions. Make sure to like, subscribe, and take our daily quizzes under our community tab to test your knowledge on today's video topic and others. Number 1. Egypt. Excavations in recent years have uncovered a lost city. These recent discoveries in Sohag are believed to be more than 7,000 years old. We all know Alexandria was named after Alexander the Great, but here are some facts about Egypt you may not know. 1. Cleopatra was not an Egyptian. One of the most famous figures from ancient Egypt is actually Greek, not Egyptian. 2. Egypt created the 12-month calendar. You probably aren't aware, but the calendar we use today was invented by the ancient Egyptians. 3. 95% of Egyptians live along the River Nile. 4. Egypt is home to one of the world's largest dams. The Aswan High Dam is the world's largest embankment dam, spanning the Nile, separating Egypt from Sudan, and creating Lake Nasser. Lake Nasser is one of the biggest reservoirs in the world. Number 2. India. Humans have lived in the Indian subcontinent area since the Indus Valley Civilization. The Vedic period marked the creation of India as a country. We could talk about the fact that the majority of the population is Hindu, but we want to go through some facts you may not be aware of, like 1. India has around 6,884 ultra-high net worth individuals, including 140 billionaires, placing the nation third in the world for billionaires after the United States and China. 2. The origins of chess. It is believed that the game of chess began in India 1,500 years ago. 3. First mined diamonds. India was the first and only nation to dig and manufacture diamonds. Mining dates back to the 4th century BC and lasted around 1,000 years before others began mining. 4. India is the second largest population after China. Estimates suggest that India will outnumber China's population by 2050, making it the most populous nation on the planet. 5. India is the world's largest producer of spices. Number 3. China. The Shang dynasty lasted from the 17th to the 11th century BCE and was China's first and longest ruling dynasty. Although we once considered this dynasty a myth, modern digs have revealed the ruins of Bronze Age villages. Modern China has grown into one of the world's most polished civilizations. This country is also strongly rooted in cultural relationships that reach back hundreds of years. Now, here are some facts about China that may surprise you. 1. The Forbidden City is the world's largest imperial palace. 2. There are around 30 to 40 million more Chinese males than Chinese females. This is a major issue that China is dealing with as a result of the one-child policy that has been in place for decades. 3. Paper money was invented in China. Paper currency was first developed in the Tang dynasty during the 7th century. 4. In China, almost 35 million people live in caves. The majority of them live in Shanxi province. 5. China has the longest sea crossing bridge in the world. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge is the world's longest sea crossing bridge. The bridge total length is 55 kilometers and a 6.7 kilometer tunnel. Number 4. Afghanistan. Archaeological finds suggest that Afghanistan has sustained human life for at least 50,000 years. They founded the world's earliest cities near Kandahar today, and in various places in Afghanistan, archaeologists have discovered evidence of minor Indus Valley civilization communities. So if you connect the dots, as we love to do on this channel, it tells a lot about how ancient Afghanistan is. Now, here are some facts about Afghanistan that you may not know. 1. Handshakes between opposing sexes are not permitted, unless they are close family members. 2. The lone pig in Afghanistan is called Khanzia. Afghanistan has no pig farms, nor does it sell pigs. 3. Life expectancy in the country is among the lowest in the world. Afghanistan has a life expectancy of 64.9 years. 4. Afghanistan is the world's top producer of opium. Afghanistan has constantly been one of the leading opium producers since 2001. 5. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the poster boy in many of the muscle-building centers in Afghanistan. They say that he looks like an Afghan. Number 5. Georgia. Georgia's history may be traced back to the early 11th century. Georgia was first unified under the Bagrationi dynasty and flourished during the 10th to 12th centuries. Since 1991, the Republic of Georgia has been independent. Now, let's look at some Georgia facts. 1. It was the birthplace of wine. For at least 8,000 years, they have been producing and developing this delightful beverage. 2. Georgia is home to the world's deepest cave. If you're interested in caves, you can visit the Gagra mountain range in the Western Caucasus area. 3. Georgia's Jewish community is one of the oldest in the world. Georgian Jews have lived in the country for approximately 2,600 years. 4. There are 12 different climate zones. Georgia is one of the world's most environmentally diversified countries. 5. Europe's tallest mountain range is the Caucasus. Most people believe that the Alps are Europe's tallest mountain range. However, this is not true. Number 6. Iran. Different rulers have ruled Iran throughout the years. This nation was once known as Persia until being formally renamed Iran in the 1930s. Its Persian culture is often regarded as one of the most popular in the world. Let us now look at some intriguing facts about Iran. 1. Iran has its own calendar. If you open an Iranian calendar, you'll see 3 separate dates: the Iranian date solar calendar, the Islamic date lunar calendar, and the Gregorian date. 2. Women outnumber males in university enrollment. Women now account for around 65% of university students in Iran. 3. A thumbs up is quite impolite. In the West, it's a show of approval, but it might find you in trouble in Iran. 4. Iran is a young country. By design, almost 70% of Iran's population is under 30 years old. 5. Visa and MasterCard are not accepted in Iran due to US sanctions. None of the major credit cards, including Visa and MasterCard, which are generally accepted globally, function in Iran. Number 7. Syria. Syria, which has been ruled by various civilizations, is home to Asian remains dating back an estimate 700,000 years. Thanks to many findings in this country, Syria is on our list as the oldest country in the world. Now, here are some facts about Syria that you may not be aware of. 1. Syria is home to the world's oldest library. 2. Syria has become one of the deadliest countries for journalists, primarily because of its ongoing civil war. 3. Some of Syria's roads are over 4,000 years old and are still used today. 4. Damascus is the oldest inhabited city in the world. Syria's capital city was first mentioned in an Egyptian text from 1500 BC, making it the world's oldest inhabited city. 5. The present conflict has displaced over 11 million Syrians from their homes. 5 million people have migrated to neighboring countries. Number 8. Vietnam. Vietnam has borders with Cambodia, Laos, and China. As China controlled Vietnam for many years, it had a significant effect on Vietnamese culture. Previously, the nation was known as the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. A Hongbang dynasty is said to have established the government. Now, let's look at some interesting facts about Vietnam. 1. Home to the world's largest cave. In terms of volume, Sun Dune Cave is the world's biggest cave. In 2019, researchers revealed that the cave might be significantly larger than initially believed since its river links to another nearby cave. 2. The Golden Bridge held up by the hands of God. To view these massive, magical hands in person, visit the Sun World Banar Hills Amusement Park in Da Nang, Vietnam. 3. Egg coffee, a coffee exclusively available in Vietnam. If you love drinking coffee, the famous egg coffee of Hanoi is the unique way to drink coffee in Vietnam, and possibly the tourists' favorite coffee they've ever tried. 4. Lotus is Vietnam's national flower. The lotus flower was designated as Vietnam's national flower in 2010. 5. Motorbike for every other person. While Vietnam has a population of over 92 million people, it is believed that approximately 45 million motorbikes were registered in 2016. This means there is a motorbike for every other person. Number 9. Israel. Its capital is Jerusalem. With a population of 8.9 million people, Israel is the only Jewish country today. Let us now look at some interesting facts regarding Israel. 1. Israel is home to the lowest spot on Earth. The Dead Sea is 1,315 feet under sea level. 2. Israel has more museums per capita than any other country in the world. 3. The second largest bath complex in the Roman Empire was built in Israel. Spa lovers may relax in ancient style in the 2,000-year-old complex. 4. Israel's engineers at Motorola Israel Center developed the original cell phone technology, the starting point for today's smartphones. 5. The oldest cave tool. Going back 350,000 years, the oldest cave tool was discovered in Israel. Now, we've come to the end of the video. Please tell us in the comments what you think should make this list. Also make sure to like, subscribe, and take our daily quizzes to test your knowledge on today's video topic and others under our community tab. Thank you for watching.